Welcome to Inside Sim Racing. I'm Billy Strange, and in this edition of Test Drive, I'll be racing the Dallara DW12 at Road America. The car was released in the US Car Pack recently. Currently driving a GT Omega ART chassis, TX base and F1 wheel from Thrustmaster, and Ricmotech GT Pro 1 pedals. We get ready to start the race here. This is a 3-lap race. Start in the back of a 20-car field, so the challenge is to try to make it up to a podium by the time the race ends, within 3 laps. Get ready off the line. Just drop the clutch, and I was going to try to go through the center until that car pulled to the left. Excellent acceleration in this car, and you really get a great sense of speed from what's going on with the car and around you. It's a very excellent and fun car to drive. A little bit of a learning curve to it. I did make some tweaks with tire pressure, the typical camber, and some bump and rebound settings. Get the car a little more planted like I think it should be. In its stock form, it's not bad, but I felt like it needed to be stuck a little more in the turn. Do have to get used to the way it does enter a corner. I find that you can create a push with the car if you're not going fast enough to use the arrow that the car requires, and you turn the wheel too hard, it can cause the front end to push in the center of the turn. So finding that right balance with the car, with the arrow kit, and tire pressures and setup. Whoa! Well, that guy just went into spin cycle and lost his lunch. Perfect. Yay, physics! Anyway, it's a great car to drive. I have a lot of fun with it. I just needed some tweaks and pretty close to where I want it. Little overdrive there. Nearing the end of lap 1. It also has a push to pass feature, so you can see me every once in a while. I'll reach up and tap that green button on the top left of my wheel. That's when I've engaged the push to pass. Your push to pass is, you've only got X amount, and they do take a recharge. Whoa. Was going to try and take both of them, but decided not to be too greedy, and that was a good thing, because I really almost didn't complete the pass on the red car. Go, grabbed one more spot. There we go, hit the push to pass. See that little battery bar start to drain downward. The car gives you excellent feedback through the wheel. I have it at 360 degrees of rotation, which I think is the correct rotation for the car, but don't quote me on that. I'm not positive. Never driven an Indy car before. But that is what seemed to be correct, and from what the videos I saw, we're in the ballpark. By the way, if you make a pass or try to make a pass there with these cars, those guys take a line that chops down into the apex, and if you try to just get your left tires on the rumble strip, they will take you out. You have to get up and over, almost get your right side tires on the rumble strip to avoid contact there. Again, you're flat out through this section. We're using the push to pass just to try to keep in touch with these guys. Because I seen my worst corner is that little wheel spin there. Worst corner is that long right-hander. I still haven't found the right line. I've tried to go high, I've tried to go low, and I'm just not fast enough there, so I need some more practice with that. A little more wheel spin, a little too aggressive with the throttle. The Dallara also communicates effectively when you lose the arrow off the nose when you're behind somebody entering a turn. You have to plan a little further ahead, turn the wheel a little sooner to anticipate that arrow push that you get behind somebody. So they've done a very nice job of getting the on-screen visual cues plus the feedback in the wheel and the audio to tell you when you're going to lose the front end of the car and how the car is reacting in the middle of a turn and so forth. Trying to get this guy. You got to be careful here because they want to swing down to the left. And then they open this turn up and watch. Yep. They like to, again, they try to take that later apex, and you just got to be careful because they will try to chop down on you. And now we've completed the pass. Looking for 2 more cars. Don't quite know if we're going to get there. Working the throttle through the turn. I just haven't figured this turn out yet. Either my setup's not quite right, I'm driving it wrong. All of it's a possibility. In fact, I don't think I've ever driven a car around this track that I didn't struggle in that right-hander. Down through the gears. That was probably the best I made that turn all day. If you like that, if you do it just right, you can be flat out through there. I also kind of like how quick you can downshift with the car. That's a lot of fun. So we're nearing the end here, right to the finish line, and we're going to finish 3rd. So again, excellent, fun car to drive. Do a couple tweaks. I did try this car at Sonoma. It is much more difficult. The track is much tighter, more twisty, and it takes more finesse with the throttle and the steering. But overall, excellent car to drive. As always, I want to thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. Hit that like button if you did enjoy this Project Cars video. Also, leave a comment below if you have a suggestion for our test drive series. Again, I want to thank you, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.